Oh, boy, what a night.
What?
Oh, you may have noticed that I'm a duck. Yep, I'm a duck, and you're probably wondering how I became a duck. It happened yesterday, and it started in this house just down the block.
I knew someday my handsome prince would come and rescue me.
And I knew someday I would find a lovely princess to be my bride.
Winona, are you watching fairy tales again?
No, I was studying my magic spells.
Don't lie to me, young lady. You were watching fairy tales again. I warn you, they'll give you bad dreams.
Fairy tales aren't scary, Auntie.
They are if you're a witch. Have you seen what they do to witches in fairy tales? They burn us, they melt us, and fancy children are always shoving us into ovens. I can't believe they show that stuff to kids.
Nope, I don't want to hear this.
Well, study your spells, and don't let me catch you watching or believing in fairy tales again.
I will find somebody someday, won't I? Somebody who thinks I'm beautiful and who really wants to love me. That really does happen, doesn't it? Never more.
And while all that was going on in our neighborhood, we were out in farm country. And you know how much I love that. I want to go home. Gloria's making lasagna for dinner? Then I want to go home.
You and Gloria seem very happy.
Oh, we are, John. We are. Ever since we started dating, he seems happier and healthier.
That's how I feel. And wait till you taste the dinner Gloria's making.
Oh, I have to check on my lasagna.
I found myself a great little lady, John. And don't call me Doc Boy.
I haven't called you Doc Boy yet.
You will.
While this was going on, Winona was studying spells. Oh, I almost forgot. In case you missed the earlier episode, Winona had a crush on John. She tried to marry him, but fortunately, we stopped it in time so John could be with Liz. But she still had a crush on John and couldn't resist sneaking a peek at what he was doing.
Oh, there he is.
She makes great lasagna.
It won't matter. When Garfield's around and they serve lasagna, I never seem to get any.
John Arbuckle is so dreamy. I wonder who that guy he's talking to is.
Don't worry, John. You're my brother. I'll make sure you don't...
Brother, another Arbuckle.
Just don't call me Doc Boy.
I didn't know John had a brother. And he's just as dreamy. Did you hear that bird? I found my handsome prince at last. Never more. Oh.
And off she went to bag herself her very own Arbuckle. She had the laugh down, but she still wasn't great on her spells.
I have one more cow of milk. I'll be back before dinner is served. And don't call me Doc Boy.
I haven't! Yet!
Better get your place at the table, Garfield. You don't want to be late.
I've never been late for lasagna, and I don't intend to start now. Oh, and I still want to go home.
Hello, my name is Winona, and I'm going to be your bride.
Oh, that's nice.
John's brother can be slow. About a gallon and a half later.
My bride? Did you say you were going to be my bride?
You can't say no to me.
Yes, I can. Watch this. No, I said no to you.
Oh, he's even got a sense of humor.
It goes with my sense of survival. Bye.
If he wants to play hard to get, I can play along. Broom!
I'll tell you why I want to go home, Odie. It's boring here on the farm. Nothing ever happens.
Help! Help!
Hi, Mr. Arbuckle. We were made for each other!
Hey, I know who that is. That's Mrs. Cauldron's niece.
What's all this noise about?
Duck Boy, are you all right?
I'm being chased by a witch who wants to marry me.
Marry him?
Yeah, and I knew you'd call me Duck Boy.
I can't see who these people are, but I better cast some spells so they don't interfere.
Like I said, Winona wasn't the greatest witch, but she did have a copy of Magic Spells for Dummies.
Alakazam.
She turned John into a squirrel.
I don't know what's happening here.
She turned me into a duck. Hey, you can't do this to my friends. They're all... And she turned Odie into a dog?
I guess I should have picked some other kind of animal. Oh well.
Finally, she swooped up Duck Boy and carried him off.
Let's go get married, Doc Boy.
Help! And don't call me Duck Boy.
John went off looking for nuts. But Gloria stuck around to panic.
Oh, I don't want to be a horse. I want to be Doc's wife.
Well, unless we think of something, that job is about to be filled. The only person who can stop her is her aunt, Mrs. Cauldron. You're right. None of us can drive, but we do have transportation. Huh? Hello, Gloria! Don't worry, Odie. Mrs. Cauldron will know what to do. We made it to Mrs. Cauldron's in no time. It was easy for her to change Gloria back to Gloria.
Alakazam! Dearie, are you all right? Do you know where you are? How many fingers am I holding up?
Cast a long-range spell to turn John back into John.
Alakazam!
But changing me back to me proved to be more difficult.
Duck into cat. Duck into cat. I can't seem to find it. Here's duck into aardvark. Oh, you wouldn't want it. No, I didn't think so. Well, the duck spell will wear off. Eventually.
We may not have much time.
I know where she must have taken him. I'll take us there. This will be a great time to try out my new tricycle broom.
In no time at all, we were airborne. And in even less time than that, we were nearing the Tower of Witchery.
This is where witches go to marry or to get their warts polished.
Do you, Winona, take this man to be your lawfully wedded warlock?
For sure.
And do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded witch?
Will it matter if I say no?
Not in the slightest.
I didn't think so. And don't call me Doc Boy.
I now pronounce you.
Wait! Stop the ceremony!
Oh, no, not again.
Auntie?
Winona, you bad little girl.
I just wanted someone to marry me. Is there anything wrong with that?
If he doesn't want to, plenty.
Well, I guess I'm never gonna find anyone.
Winona, you're young.
And by the time I find someone, I'll be your age.
Hey, give the kid a break.
She's got to stop believing in fairy tales.
Why?
Because they don't come true. I'm 300 years old, and I've never seen a fairy tale come true.
Did you ever believe in them?
Well, no.
Well, maybe that's why. But Winona does. She believes in true love and happy endings.
Oh, those things don't happen in real life.
They might if you let them happen. And in case you haven't noticed, you're a witch and I'm a talking cat who got turned into a duck. This is not real life. Hello?
Oh, Yeah,
Give your niece a break and...
that's not a bad idea. Allah,
Now that's what I call a handsome prince.
It's no use. I guess some of us weren't meant to ever find true love.
We all feel that way. Until we do.
I always knew you were coming! I just didn't think you'd ever show up.
May I have the honor of this dance?
Totally.
Well, that's pretty much the happy ending of it all. Winona found her prince, Gloria and Doc Boy went home, and Mrs. Calden wiped out everyone's memory of what happened. Everyone except me, of course. Someone had to narrate this episode. Oh, and she assures me the stuck thing, it's gonna wear off in a couple of days, or weeks, or sometime. In the meantime, I've decided to enjoy it. Huh? I've always wanted to fly south for the winter. Hey guys, wait for me, and we can stop off for pizza. Vito's has a discount for ducks.
The most famous mysterious creature in this country is known as the Zabadoo.
You think there really is a creature like the Zabadoo? I never saw him again.
Do you think your friend could still be alive? You think he's being held prisoner by the Zabadoo?
You gotta go rescue that poor guy.
Me? I've arranged for a local guide to drive us there. Her name is... Angie.
I was so excited when I heard you had a lead on how to locate the Zabadoo.
Well, it may not work, but it's worth a try.
Arbuckle, right? Name's Dirk Dinkum, world-famous explorer.
Oh, hi! I saw you on TV.
Everyone does. Just wanted to warn you. The Zabadoo's mine, you got that? Get in my way of getting it, and you'll be right sorry.
Watch this, Odie. John the Quivering Tower of Gelatin will back right down.
Get in my way and you'll be sorry, Dinkum.
You've been warned.
When did John grow a spine? When he realized his friend Lyman might be in trouble, that's when.
Don't pay any attention to him.
Oh, I won't. Where's your car parked?
It's an all-terrain vehicle, and it's parked right out at the curb. It's right over there. And as we planned, I'm gonna take you straight out to the jungle.
Just what I want.
I want to be home. I want to be home.
I did like you said, Dirk. Now explain. Why did you want me to hide my cell phone in Angie's vehicle? Your cell phone's got an app on it so you can track it if it gets lost, right? Right. Well then, we can track it on my cell phone. And wherever they go, we'll know right where they are. If anybody's gonna find the Zabadoo and get rich and famous off it, it's gonna be Dirk Dinkum. You think of everything, Dirk.
We have 10,000 acres of jungle, but people have only reported sightings of the Zabadoo in one small area.
Take us there, and then I'll show you the way I think we might be able to locate that creature.
That must be your cell phone. Put it back where you found it.
You think it's true that this Zabadoo monster is holding some human beings as prisoners?
I don't even know if it's true there's such a thing as a Zabadoo. And if the reports are true, I'm not sure it's really a monster. Don't get separated. And let's not get too far away from my vehicle.
Wow, we're like out here in the middle of nowhere. I wonder if there's a good pizzeria around here. Hey, what kind of bird are you?
I'm a Franistanian mockingbird.
What does a Franistanian mockingbird do?
What does a
Franistanian mockingbird do? Whoa, that's not bad. Whoa, that's not bad. Okay, you can knock it off now.
Okay, you can knock it off
now. Hey, look, I'm getting really fed up with this. Hey, look, I'm getting really fed up with this. Garfield the cat is the greatest creature on the entire planet, and everyone should give him lots of food and money.
I'm sorry, we're not allowed to lie like that.
I'm sorry, we're not allowed to lie like that.
Hey, that's not bad.
Hey, that's not bad.
Okay, you can knock it off now.
Okay, you can knock it off now.
So what's this special way you have of trying to find the Zabadoo?
That's it right there. Odie. He's got a terrific nose.
But how does he know what the Zabadoo smells like?
He doesn't, but he remembers what his first owner smelled like, and the Zabadoo may be holding his first owner prisoner.
Worth a try, I guess.
Hey!
Up ahead is an area where the Zabadoo has been sighted. See those hunters over there? They shouldn't be here. This is a protected area. No hunting is allowed. The animals around here are mostly endangered, species that could become extinct if they aren't allowed to breed.
She means there aren't a lot of them around and we need to make more.
So this is where the Zabadoo usually shows up?
Exactly. When hunters are trespassing, he seems to just... Here he comes. Now watch.
What's that noise?
Could it be the Zabadoo?
Ah, don't be silly. The Zabadoo is a fairy tale. There's no such thing as...
Well, we won't see them around here again.
There it goes. Maybe we could follow it back to its lair, wherever it might be holding prisoners.
The thing is, it only seems to terrorize people who are hunting illegally. I'm guessing that's what your friend Lyman was doing.
Lyman hunting? Oh, no way.
You never know.
I know Lyman and how much he loved animals. We lived together for years and I couldn't get him to kill a cockroach.
What do you smell, Odie? Pizza? Tacos? Lyman?
Odie, come back here!
I usually don't run when there's no pizza or tacos, but in this case...
This is the way the Zabadoo went.
Odie! I think he went up that path.
Odie! There's a path down into the canyon. This way.
Boy, these extra long episodes can really wear you out.
Odie, no! Don't go near it!
Stay away from the Zabadoo!
Odie doing something dumb? What are the odds of that?
Odie?
How does the Zabadoo know Odie's name?
Maybe he's a big fan of this show.
He knows because he's Lyman.
John, great to see you. You haven't changed a bit, I'm sorry to say.
Why?
Hey.
I've missed you too, boy. So, Angie, it's nice to meet you.
Great. But could you explain what you're doing in that costume? I thought you were a photographer.
I gave it up.
Huh?
I have a new job now.
What's that?
I'm the Zabadoo.
Boy, I can't wait to hear this explanation.
Faster, Buckley! We gotta get to the Zabadoo before that Arbuckle bloke!
I'm trying, mate, but the road here's a mite bumpy on account of there's no road.
According to this, your cell phone, and therefore their vehicle, is about 2 kilometers down this here road.
I keep telling you, Dinkum, there's
no road here. Hey, drive me.
Whose cabin do you think this is?
I'll have me a little look-see.
But why didn't you write or call, Lyman? Just to tell me you were still alive.
Do you see a phone here? For a post office? I'm sorry. I guess I just didn't think you'd believe what happened.
What did happen?
Sounds like we're in for a flashback scene. Get comfy, folks. I'll try to interpret what he says.
As you may remember, I came down here to get a photo of the Zabadoo. Well, the group I was with wasn't getting anywhere, so you know me. I took a chance. I came out here on my own one afternoon.
Big mistake.
No luck. In fact, I was starting to believe there was no Zabadoo, that it really was just a legend. When suddenly, I couldn't believe it. But there it was, and it seemed like it was 10 feet tall. Quickly, I pointed my camera at it, making sure I was very quiet. But, oh, what a time for my camera to jam. Whoa!
Bigger mistake.
I ran like crazy, trying to get away from the monster. And since I wasn't watching where I was going, I ran right off a cliff.
Biggest mistake.
I guess I was lucky. Being called running off a cliff lucky. The Zabadoo didn't come after me. My only injury was a broken leg. Trouble is, I couldn't walk and there was no one for miles around. Help! Anyone, help! I was there for hours when someone found me.
You must have been scared.
I don't know the meaning of the word scared. Unfortunately, I do know the meaning of the word terrified.
And some of us know the meaning of the words getting hungry.
I thought for sure I was a goner. But then, the oddest thing happened.
Once upon a time,
that if you don't marry by your 21st birthday, the next in line becomes king. Oh.
Next in line was the royal viceroy. Pop, we have to stop that man. We have to help Prince John find a wife.
The birds and animals all love you, Fair Elizabeth.
If he convinces the animal lady to marry him, what happens to your plan to become king?
I'll come back and finish the story right after I have my tuna sandwich. Quit shoving, I'm going. Now, where did I leave off? Oh, right. The superior cat and the adequate dog were face to face with a fire-breathing dragon. There are times, my canine friend, when one must stand tall against an enemy and not flee in terror. This is not one of those times. Oh, no, stop! escaped the dragon. For now.
Huh?
They still had a problem. In order to reach this woman, we have to go up this road. The dragon will be waiting for us. But the cat was not only handsome, he was smart. And an idea came to him. It seems like a rotten thing to do to anyone, even a fire-breathing dragon. But this is a desperate situation. Come on. Here, you take one, and I'll take the other.
He's such a cute dragon.
Why, I'm beautiful. I'm finally beautiful. How can I thank you and apologize for being so mean to you before?
Hey, we all feel a little dragony when we don't look our best. If you want to make it up to us, how about a lift?
Sure, where to?
There's a lady named Elizabeth who lives in a cottage in the Blue Forest.
Oh, sure. The one who takes care of animals and won't marry the prince?
And so they all headed for the dwelling of the lovely Elizabeth.
We want to be there. 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 We want to be there.
Finally, the magnificent cat had had enough. He abandoned Drusilla Minerva in the forest, and they were never seen again. Huh? Oh, you're right. That's too rotten even for me. I mean for the wonderful cat. No, he didn't do that. We'll drop these adorable children safely off at the castle, then head up there. Happy now? Well, now, here comes real trouble. As they rode, they passed one of the animals that Elizabeth fed, a repulsive little cat named Lamon. Yeah, Lamon. Lamon was the only animal Elizabeth fed who wasn't nice. In fact...
Hey, if I tell the Viceroy about this, he'll reward me when he becomes king.
He ran all the way to the castle and spilled the beans.
Maybe he'll name me officially the cutest kitty cat in the kingdom. Looks that way. They're probably gonna try and convince Elizabeth to marry the prince.
If she does, he becomes king instead of me. That would destroy my whole plan to loot the kingdom.
Well, I help you out. So what's my reward?
I'll give you a reward. Mail him to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, did I say Abu Dhabi? Sorry, I read that wrong. What he actually said was...
I'll give you a reward. Throw him in the tower!
But why?
I hate snitches.
But I'm loyal. I'm cute and loyal. And did I make it adorable?
While you're at it, throw the prince in there with him. I'm not taking any chances. And I better take care of that woman he wants to marry.
The royal dog catcher threw Lamon in the prison tower. And then he threw the prince in there with him.
You can't do this to me. I'm the ruler of this kingdom.
Not after tomorrow, you ain't.
While the viceroy went to visit a wicked witch he kept on staff,
I asked for a poison apple.
Ah, apples are too healthy. I'm making spaghetti bolognese. You'll see what it does when the royal food taster gets here.
Royal food taster! Any food you need tasted today? Maybe something yummy?
Try some of this.
Smells simply scrumptious. Not bad. Could use a pinch of oregano, maybe a drop of olive oil. And I would suggest that maybe...
Will he sleep forever?
He'll sleep until a true love comes and kisses him.
That'll be forever. All right, go. Take care of her.
I will. But first, I'll transform myself into
Someone she would never suspect was a wicked witch.
Room.
Off she went with the spaghetti of doom. Before long, she was there.
There's her cottage.
Here you go, little mole. Here you go, little chicken.
She's so nice to us. I ought to lay her an egg.
I would too if I could.
Which one is the right choice? The man who can stand up and fight? The one who has the most haunting voice? The artist who has a gift to write? If he said he needs me, I'd feel like my life had begun. Which one is the right choice? Which one?
Anybody
Hello? Is anybody home?
Yes.
Buongiorno, bellissima. I see you feed all the animals. I thought it was about time someone fed you.
Why, that's very nice of you.
No, I can't tell her not to eat the spaghetti of doom. She invited the chef in.
It smells delicious, but I'm on a diet. I shouldn't be eating pasta.
But I slaved over a hot cauldron, a stove all day. Just a taste.
Well, since you worked so hard on it.
Yes.
room?
And so the evil witch had succeeded in her... Quiet, Odie! The evil witch had succeeded in her mission, largely because the heroic cat and OK dog arrived 2 minutes too late. 2 minutes can make all the difference in the world. 2 minutes can mean life and love and happiness. Or it can mean this. Huh? Odie, it's just a story. Odie! Doesn't that dog understand this is a fairy tale? I'm gonna have to find him and explain that to him. But first, I'm gonna get something to eat. Why don't you join me? Oh, what a great morning. It's not Monday, and I got my usual 19 hours of sleep. And John has breakfast ready. The only thing that could possibly ruin this day is if Nermal shows up. As I was saying, the only thing that could possibly ruin this day is if Nermal shows up. Oh, where's Nermal?
He's not here.
What?
He's not here.
What do you mean he's not here? Didn't he get a copy of the script for this episode? Right here, see? On page 1. I say the only thing that could possibly ruin this day is if Nermal shows up, and then he walks in and says, "Yes, Garfield, it's me, the cutest kitty cat in the whole world," blah, blah, blah. So where is he?
Remember the last episode? You mailed him to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, right. That was good. So, I guess we can't do this script, right?
Guess not. Okay, everyone, let's strike the set.
We're not doing the script, Odie. No, I'm trying to figure out what we can do to entertain all these people who are watching us. No, we're not doing that either. We're gonna answer some of my mountains of fan mail. Could I have one mountain of my fan mail, please?
Coming up. Postman, could we have a mountain of fan mail for Mr. Garfield, please? Here's your mount.
Herman, if you're gonna be on camera here, we need to touch up your makeup.
Don't touch me. You're always doing terrible things to me. Dropping me in trapdoors, flinging me over the house, putting live cows in my mail truck. Oh, but that's just on the show. In real life, you don't like to torment mailmen, do you? All right, then, go ahead.
Perfect.
Well, thanks. I should learn to trust you more.
Okay, Odie. Grab a letter at random. Thanks, Odie. Dear Garfield, when will you stop giving that poor mailman a hard time? You mangy cat, signed the National Mailmen's Union. Oops, wrong address. That wasn't for me. Let's move on to the next one. Dear Garfield, would you share your lasagna with me? No. Next. Here we go. Dear Garfield, I have this assignment for school. What is the difference between cats and dogs? I was wondering if you could help me here. Signed, Damien. P.S. I love your work. Thank you, Damien. I love my work, too. All right, kids. No talking or texting in the classroom. Got it? Good. Here we go. Here we see the dumbest creature in the entire animal kingdom, a dog. I said no talking in the classroom, and that includes barks of disapproval. And here is the finest living thing that ever existed, a true marvel, a cat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. Thanks, Rosie, that's enough. Here's the next part of our lesson.
Hi, guys. I'm home.
This is the person who feeds the cat and dog and has somehow deluded himself into believing he is their master. Observe how each of the pets reacts when he comes home. The dog becomes hysterical and noisy and slobbers all over his feeder. Ridiculous, isn't it? Now let's look at the same scene with the cat. Notice how, unlike the dog, the cat remains cool, calm, and collected. Big fat hairy deal. Notice how the cool, calm, and collected cat is cool, calm, and collected? He doesn't make a ridiculous fool over himself like certain dogs do. What do you mean there's more to the scene? I showed the important part. No, I'm not going to show the rest of the scene. Hey, 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 no!
And how's my furry little friend today?
Oh, meow, meow. Oh, meow, meow.
Oh, he just loves having his widow tummy rubbed. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Ooh.
Who's a good widow kitty? Who's a good widow kitty?
All right, enough of this. Stop. Cut. Grr. Oh, so you think you made me look bad, do you? Well, you did. Now it's my turn to make you look bad. You all know that stupid game called Fetch the Stick? Well, here's what happens when you ask a dog to fetch the stick.
You want to fetch the stick, Odie? Yeah. Okay, Odie, go fetch the stick. Good boy. You want me to throw the stick again?
Dogs not only fetch the stick, they insist on fetching the stick.
Oh!
Again. And again. See? Utterly pointless. Now, what will a cat do when the guy who feeds him, and not enough I might add, throws a stick?
You want to fetch the stick, Garfield?
No.
Okay, Garfield, go fetch the stick. Come on, Garfield, fetch!
Notice that no matter how many times he's asked, the cat will not waste his time fetching the stick.
Just fetch the stick. Go fetch the stick. Please fetch the stick. It's just one little stick. You just go, you get the stick, you bring it back. How much time could that take?
The cat will never fetch the stick because he knows there's no point in fetching a stick unless it's got, like, a lollipop attached to it.
Please fetch the stick. Please, 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 please fetch the stick. I just want you to fetch the stick. Here.
Like this.
See? It's not so hard. Anyone can do it.
Hey, if you wanted the stick, you shouldn't have thrown it away. And continuing on the same topic, here's a letter from Sam Funnyname from Made Up Place, Nebraska. He asks, what do cats and dogs do all day? Well, Mr. Funnyname, cats sleep. Dogs chase their tails. Cats eat. Dogs chase their tails. Cats sleep. Dogs chase their tails.
Do they ever catch them?
Oh, that's the best part. Watch. Meanwhile, cats eat. Well, Odie, I think I've made my point. Odie? Odie! Dear Odie, my mother says cats are much cleaner than dogs, but I think dogs are cleaner. Which of us is right? I'll handle this. Your mother's right. Mothers are always right. The dog is a notoriously filthy creature. Watching a dog rolling in mud is a revolting sight.
Odie! Bad dog, bad, filthy dog. Look what you've done. Why can't you be as clean as Garfield? He's always clean and spotless.
See? What do you have to say to that, grimy one? Huh? Play more of the scene? No. There's nothing more to see. There's... Yes, I am always so clean and spotless. The door. Could it be? It is!
Delivery from Vito's Pizzeria.
Hey! Yes!
Odie, remember I said I wished you could be as clean as Garfield? Forget I said that.
Okay, so maybe I'm not the most delicate eater in the world.
There's the understatement of the year.
Nermal, where have you been?
Where did you send me?
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, then that's where I've been. Where's the set? Why aren't we doing today's script?
We had to cancel that script because you weren't here.
I've been answering all my fan mail instead.
Fan mail? You get fan mail?
Of course I get fan mail. I get lots of fan mail, see?
Well, that's awesome, Garfield. Hey, I want to answer some of my fan mail, too. Could I have my fan mail, please?
Postman, would you bring Nermal's fan mail to the stage?
Betcha Nermal doesn't get fan mail like us.
Everybody loves me. With 2 exceptions. Don't you touch me, Garfield!
You're going back to Abu Dhabi, Nermal. Let's see how much fan mail you get there, Nermal.
Well, I guess that's the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor. Don't write a fan letter, send an email instead. I don't have to carry those. I really liked it. Finally, we had an episode of this show where I didn't wind up looking foolish.
It won't do you any good to scream, Audrey. No one can hear you.
Get out of the house, Audrey. Get out of the house while you still can.
She's on TV. She can't hear you. And by the way, I'm on TV and I can't hear you either. I heard that.
But I saw a ghost, Greg.
You couldn't possibly have seen a ghost.
I know how horror movies work. She'll be safe until she asks, "How can you be sure?"
I trust you, Greg, but how can you be sure?
Here it comes.
Because I'm the only ghost here.
I love to watch horror movies with John and Odie. They never touch their popcorn.
I can't watch another second of this. I hate ghost stories. They terrify me.
Nothing scares me, except maybe anchovies on pizza.
Oh, something will scare you, Cat. Something's gonna scare you real good.
Now, Pookie, while John's away, I'm going to teach you how to make the perfect sandwich. The secret lies in 2 essential points: quantity, and more importantly, quantity. A true work of art, wouldn't you agree, Pookie? Oh, Pookie? Odd. I would have sworn Pookie was sitting next to me. How'd you get over here? Oh, my sandwich. Odie, bad dog. You ate my sandwich. Huh? Come on. You're here and the sandwich isn't. Therefore, you ate it and I'll prove it. There will be crumbs and residues of ham, cheese, tomato, pastrami. Hey, that's weird. Not a single trace of food. But you could use a mint. So, if you didn't eat the sandwich, who did? Huh? A ghost? You think we're being haunted by a ghost? As usual, empty. Listen, Pop, ghosts only exist in movies and TV shows. They don't exist in the real world. remember a moment ago I said, this is no time to panic? That wasn't. This is. I never cared much for that chair. And we can do without that table. And we don't need... No! Not the TV! Phew. Boy, that was close. What would I ever do without you? You think I know how to make a mess? This guy knows how to make a mess. Oh. Hey, Ghost, I know you're here, you mean home-wrecking spineless spook. You don't scare me. Okay, Ghost, no need to get angry. I get the picture. I know that laugh. Where did I hear that laugh before?
Garfield, Odie, I'm home. I'm going to fix myself a snack and go right to my office and go to work.
He didn't notice. He noticed.
What did you do? I mean, how could you?
Hey, we didn't do this. I've been framed.
What? Are you trying to tell me a ghost did this? That's the lamest excuse I ever heard, and I have no choice but to punish you.
Punish us?
Okay, guys, it's time for dinner.
I'll have the Caesar salad to start, dressing on the side. Then the shrimp cocktail, followed by French onion soup with extra cheese. Corn on the cob with extra butter and a side of lasagna. For dessert, apple pie with mint chip ice cream and a couple of 7-layer
Here you go. Kitty witty dry cat food made from all artificial ingredients.
This is not what I ordered.
That's all you're getting for the next year. Bon appetit.
A year? I can't take a year of this. I can't take a mouthful. Who could be stupid enough to eat this? He's not getting away with this. I demand food. Okay, John, you want to play? I'm game.
Don't bother, Garfield. This kitchen is burglar-proof and Garfield-proof.
Oh, well, at least the food is better here. That laugh again. I know I've heard it before. It's like it came from one of the houses across the street.
Nathan? Lunch is ready. Coming, Mother.
I know who the ghost is. It's Nathan, that bratty science geeky kid across the street. The kid who shrunk me to the size of a mouse. The kid who cloned Odie into 12 dogs with the collective brains of a hockey puck. The kid who turned Nermal into a cockroach. Can you believe that? Someone actually found a way to make Nermal more annoying? Told ya.
Journal. My invisibility machine is working to perfection. Phase 1. Getting back at that stupid orange cat and that dumb puppy was a total success. And now, Phase 2. To terrorize the entire neighborhood, and then the city, and finally, the whole wide world! Nathan? Your lunch is getting cold! Coming, Mother!
Let's see how this thing works. Okay, the green button makes you invisible. Let's see what happens when I push the white button. Okay, got it. White button reverses it.
I'm gonna eat in my lap or room.
Uh-oh, green button time.
I'll complete as soon as I finish rearranging the world's time zones.
Spaghetti. Boy, Nathan's mother raised a rotten kid, but she sure makes a mean marinara.
Done. Now for my lunch. Oh, well, I don't have time for lunch now. And now let's go out and wreak havoc in the neighborhood.
Over my invisible body.
Ouch! What was that?
That was for the stupid orange cat, and this is for the dumb puppy.
Hey, whoever you are, you're gonna be sorry you did that.
Ouch!
Time out. I need to catch my breath. I'm a geek, not an athlete.
Well, if you're feeling tired, why don't you grab a chair?
Ha! You missed.
On guard.
Timber!
Ouch! That hurt.
Nathan? What's going on here? Nathan! What happened? Nathan, where are you?
He's right here.
Nathan, what on earth have you been up to again?
I built an invisibility machine. That's what geniuses like me do, Mom. We build cool stuff.
Oh, yeah? And how does your genius account for your destroyed room?
See ya, Nathan.
There! It was that stupid orange cat who wrecked my room.
I don't see any cat.
It was Garfield, honest. He used my machine to make himself invisible. And...
I'm sick and tired of your inventions. So much for your silly invisibility machine. No buts. Now,
Well, I guess that takes care of the boy genius. Now let's look into the dining situation at home.
Oh, I'm sorry, Odie, but you don't get any pizza. You and Garfield are only getting dry food for a year. That'll teach you to try and convince me that our house was wrecked by ghosts. What a silly fib. Now, if you could convince me that there were ghosts, I'd believe you. But we all know there are no such thing as... Ghosts! Help! Ghosts! My house is haunted! Help! Pizza-eating ghosts!
Hi, Odie. It's me. Oh, wait. I'll explain it to you after I finish my pizza. Boy, this was a great episode. The animators must have especially loved it. They probably took the week off.